also had some guys come in and remove the paneling along the top and install like sealant. And there's a ton of spots. I mean, not as many as before, but there's still a few spots here and there where light's still shining through. So that means obviously when it rains, water is able to get in. So I got to get them to fix that. And what I'm doing today is I'm gonna go ahead and take off these fenders for this truck, this W9 as well. I got a 1/2-inch impact Milwaukee, so I'll figure out what size nut that is and remove these. That way I don't have to worry about the rear suspension being aired up so the tires aren't rubbing on this. And then I'll come out here eventually, another few days or so, and remove the stacks, stuff like that. And once I get that inside of that skid painted and put everything back together, then I can move it out of the way, move all of this rebar and 2x12s that were used to form up the shop and all of that stuff, move that out of the way. And then I could put one truck in here and I'll put one truck on the other side to start doing some body work, removing panels, things of that nature. Or I might put the skid over there in the paint booth and just work on both trucks side by side and then just go from there. So that's all I have for today. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and give me some color ideas in terms of those two trucks, you know, the 379 and the W9, along with the skid. So yeah, I have the primer, hardener, and reducer from Revoke. Give them a shout out, you know, try that product out, see how it works, see how it, you know, lays down, see how I like it. And I'm gonna prime, you know, sand everything once over, clean it all up, and then prime it white. And then I'm gonna go ahead and figure out a color to paint this. Like I said, I'm gonna put everything back in it, back together, and then I'm gonna paint the yellow portion of it separately. So this will be done first, get everything back in, and then go from there. So just bought this 1/2-inch Milwaukee impact. So gonna see how it works. Just trying to hold it all and do it all at the same time. Just like that, people, the pieces have been removed. As you can see, this is a Northern truck. Man, talk about the rust. So new fittings and all of that stuff is going to be needed. Obviously, I'm gonna order new rails as well because I want the truck to have probably like between a 290 to 300 wheelbase. 4 new mounts for the airbags, and then this piece right here that goes over the suspension or the rear, whatever you want to call it, for total of those. So I'm gonna get a cutoff, and I'm gonna have the same type of rear suspension components in terms of like an 8-bag, so I could go back with the same components. The wishbones on both sides are fine. I'm gonna reinforce those as well, make them a little bit thicker. I might just make a whole new piece, probably just go with a 1-inch wishbone plate behind it or something like that. We'll see. So yeah, airbags, these pieces, 2 on each side, and obviously suspension components and stuff like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and replace the entire frame rail from front all the way to back. And I'll just take everything off of the cutoff and put it on the new frame rails, you know, get my mag drill and go from there. But this is a big project, so, you know, just bear with me. It's gonna take some time. Obviously, you know, that muffler, I'm gonna cut that out of there and all of that stuff. So all of this stuff, most of the stuff's gonna be deleted. Those rear fenders, I'm getting rid of those as well. So just keep on watching. Yeah, I mean, I have a shop now, so doing this type of work is what I'm passionate about. So I'm really not concerned about not being able to do it. It's just I have to find the time now to get it done. So if anybody out there has a rear cutoff or entire suspension, let's do that. Entire suspension for a W900, 2006 on up, 8 bag, preferably. I think it's the AG400. Reach out to me, send me an email, and we could figure out pricing and everything like that. I'm more than welcome to entertaining any type of dollar amount for sure. So it's a lot cheaper to just go ahead and get a whole suspension from like a donor truck versus trying to buy all of these parts individually. So until next time, peace.